Any brand, everywhere. Amongst all watches, Titan is the winner of the Red Dot Design Award, which is equivalent to the Oscar Award in the film world and holds the record of the slimmest watch in the world. Titan is the 5th largest watchmaker in the world, sold in 32 countries and has over 1,000 varieties catering to more than 135 million customers worldwide. Why don't you be one of them? Titan is now in Bhutan with Kushu Enterprise, the sole distributor. Visit us at Kelwang Building near Clock Tower in Thimphu. We have genuine Titan watches for all, from school-going children to office-goers to armed force personnel to sportsmen with contemporary to classic designs. You can get your choice of watch at Titan. Get your Titan from Tashi Commercial Corporation in Penciling, Gelefu, Samdup Jongkhar, Paro and Thimphu, Bhutan Distributor in Penciling, Choden Songkang in Mongar, Tshering Dorji General Store in Tashigang, and Royal Bhutan Army Canteen in Thimphu. A Titan watch is not only a timepiece, but also a piece of jewelry with a sentimental value. Get a jewel for yourself and for your loved ones at MRP ranging from 450 to 25,000 Nultrum. When you choose Titan, you are choosing a lifetime companion you can depend on every day and every season.
This is DZONGKHA and welcome to the season 2 of Do You Know Your Child? I'm your host, Choni. Trust does not mean blindly believing what your teenager tells you. Trust means not giving up on your child, no matter what he or she does. Trust means never walking away from the relationship in frustration because you trust that you will find a way to work things out. In our last show, our participant made some commitments. Let's see how well they're doing.
As I committed that I'm going to sleep alone and I'm going to work hard on my studies. I have started sleeping alone and tried to study myself, and I can do it.
Last time my commitment was to give more time to my daughter, in the sense that while I'm always with her, but I feel like because of too many things, being a working woman and having to take care of the household work, I don't give much time to her studies. But now I make sure that I try to do my work, household work, as soon as possible, and then I try to guide her in her studies. So I've already started doing it, and it is manageable. I think it all depends on how you manage your time. I think there's nothing that you cannot do it.
Once upon a time when there were no roads, electricity, water supply or cars in Bhutan, domestic animals were kept on the ground, also reared animals for meat, butter, cheese and milk.
Think of your child as a plant who is programmed by nature to grow and blossom. If you see that the plant has brown leaves, you consider if maybe it needs more light, more water, or more fertilizer. You don't criticize it and yell at it to straighten up and grow right. Kids form their view of themselves and the world every day. They need your encouragement to see themselves as good people who are capable of good things. And they need to know you're on their side. If most of what comes out of your mouth is correction or criticism, they won't feel good about themselves, and they won't feel like you are their ally. You lose your only leverage with them, and they lose something every kid needs: to know that they have an adult who thinks the world of them. Let's see which family we have today.
My name is Sangchup Dolmatile. I am in class 3A. I study in Druk School. I am 8 years old. I want to introduce my family. This is my mother. Her name is Kile Wangmo. This is my dad. His name is Ugintile. This is my little brother. His name is Jimmy Yuzetile.
Let's welcome our first participant, Dad Ugintile, and ask daughter Yangchup later the same questions and tally their answers. Welcome to the show, Ola. My first question, as always, is do you know your child?
I know and I don't know her at the same time.
All right. Okay. Why do you say you don't know her?
My daughter is in the growing stage. They tend to change their behavior towards anything they do, for that
Okay.
matter.
Yeah.
And then even their likings and dislikings keeps on changing.
Of course, I know
So,
that.
yeah,
Yes. All right. Now tell me a little something about your family, La.
We are 4 in family. Me, my wife, daughter and a son.
Okay.
Both my mother and father passed away a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And even my wife's father passed away. Actually, in my family tree, we are of 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
I see.
And in her family tree, 4 sisters and 1 son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now it seems like you came from a pretty big family, but you decided to keep your family a little smaller than the one that you came from. Why so?
Well, there is a strong reason behind that.
All right.
With the change of time and then a lot of competitions, you can't afford to have more than 2. It's better to always keep 2.
Yeah.
Now, even if you plan to have 1, I think it's not always being fair to your own kid because he or she will be alone. So I plan to have just 2.
I see. Okay. All right. And like you said before, bringing up the child was quite easy. You didn't really have to pay a lot of attention. Education was free. I mean, education's still free, but nowadays, as you said, because there's so many competitions, you want to put your child in the best school, do the best for them. So it gets quite expensive, which is why limiting the number of children you have makes a lot of sense. All right. So you've come here to the show with your eldest.
Eldest and youngest.
She's the eldest
She's
daughter
the
and the
youngest, yes.
youngest daughter.
Yes.
Okay. But you have a son too, right?
Yes.
Who is the youngest from the
Yes,
2?
yes.
All right. Tell me a little something interesting. What is so interesting about your daughter?
I always thought that she has hidden talent.
Okay.
For example, she's really good in dancing. And in fact, she took part in, I forgot that show's name, but she did came on national TV.
Is it dance, Korea dance, or
No, not that. It's
Droogstar or something like that?
Droogstar, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
And
she
then-
enjoys dancing?
Yes, she enjoys dancing, and she enjoys reading sometimes.
Okay.
But then you'll have to pressurize her, in fact.
To read?
To read.
Okay.
And when she really gets into it, then she really reads.
So tell me a little about her personality. What kind of a person is your daughter?
My daughter is very quiet. At the same time, she's very restless. In fact, hyper.
Okay.
You know.
That's a common trait with most of the kids these days, yeah?
And then she wants to get things immediately when she demands.
Impatience, yes.
Impatience, yes.
Yeah. Another trait that's very
Yes.
common. All right, well, you seem to know a lot about your daughter, but we haven't put you to test yet. So we're going to do that now. You ready, La?
Yes, that is
Okay.
the fun of the program.
I know, right? Here's your question number 1. Do you supervise your child's homework?
Yes.
When it comes to mom and dad, is it you?
This responsibility is again divided between me and my wife.
Okay.
Because I teach all the subjects except for DZONGKHA. Yeah.
And your wife does DZONGKHA?
DZONGKHA, yes.
Okay. Question number 2. Where does your child normally do her homework? Is there a particular place?
In the living room.
In the living room. Question number 3. Does your child have a regular bedtime? Are you strict about when she goes to bed?
I try to be, but then it's very difficult again with the
Of
kids.
course.
But most of the time she goes on time.
Okay,
to
and
bed.
what time is that?
Before 9.
Does she get any pocket money?
We don't have any specific amount kept for kids as a pocket money.
Okay, so you give it to her when she needs it?
Yes,
I
as and
see,
when,
okay.
yes.
All right. Next question. What is her favorite subject?
DZONGKHA.
DZONGKHA, okay, all right.
DZONGKHA is the best subject, I guess. And then English after that.
Okay.
And the last is math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math either, so. All right, next question. How often do you visit your child's teacher, class teachers or any other subject teachers, and ask about his or her performance in the class? How often?
Almost on a regular basis. Most of the time I land up picking up my kids from the schools.
I see.
So I make a point of meeting both my kids' class teachers.
Okay. Next question. What is your child's favorite festival? Where are you from, La?
I'm from Thimphu.
Oh, okay, you're from Thimphu. Now, we celebrate Ngilo, then there's Blessed Rainy Day, there's Chechu. I don't know if your kid would know about all these festivals. Do you think she would know about these?
She's not really known to all this.
I see,
festivals.
okay.
But recently, Tsechu, she went with her aunt, and then it seems that she enjoyed quite a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you'd want Chechu
Yes.
as that answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see.
Next question. What will you do when if your child hits someone or uses force against someone else? What is your reaction normally?
I always tell her that, look, you are the eldest, and he's your younger brother, and you should not be getting physical.
All right, next question. Do you think your daughter would know the name of the fourth king of Bhutan?
I'm sure. I think she ought to know that.
Okay, all right. Next question. Now, do you think your daughter would know where the fourth king of Bhutan was born?
Probably not.
Okay, all right. Well, you've answered all the 10 questions I have in here. We'll have your daughter next. Welcome to the show, Young Chob.
Thank you.
All right, before anything, I want you to introduce yourself, though. So please go ahead.
My name is Jangchub Dolmatile. I am in class 3A. I study in Druk School.
Okay, Young Chob, I asked your father 10 questions about you, all right? Okay, have you watched the show before? Yes. Okay, so you know the rules, right? Okay, great. I'm going to ask these questions to you now. Are you ready? But before we jump into the questions, tell me, is there any other quality that you don't like about yourself?
Being naughty?
Oh, okay, you're naughty. But I think being naughty is fun. I am this old and I'm still naughty sometimes. It's funny, it's fun, right? Being naughty. I think if you're not naughty, you are just boring. There's nothing to life. Imbe? I don't think you should be bad. I always say be naughty, but not bad. So don't be bad. Tabush, I hope you're not bad. Are you bad? No, good. You're naughty, right? Right? A little. Okay, all right. Fine, naughty is just fine. I think naughtiness should fall under good things. Right? I'm good because I'm naughty and funny and fun. Okay, all right. So are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Your first question here. Does your dad help you with your homework?
Yes.
Okay. Next question. Where do you do your homework?
At home.
At home where?
Living room.
Okay, all right. Next question. Do you have a particular time set to go to bed?
Yes.
And what time is it?
Anytime.
Let's say you have school tomorrow, okay? Can you go to bed at 1 o'clock? In the morning? No, right? Can you go to sleep at 11 p.m.?
No.
Late night? No. So what time do you go to bed?
8.
8? Okay, all right. Do you get any pocket money?
Yes.
Is there a set amount of money that your father gives you, or does he give you as you need it?
As I need it.
Okay, all right. Next question. What is your favorite subject?
Science and maths.
Okay, all right. How often does your dad visit you at your school and meet your teachers? Who comes to pick you up from school?
My dad.
Okay. When your dad comes to pick you up from the school, does he talk with the teachers?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, all right. And he picks you up daily, every day from the school?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Next question. What is your favorite festival? Okay, tell me what are some festivals that you know of?
Teju.
Very good.
Blessed Trinity.
Excellent. Then we
Losar.
have... Okay, Losar, yeah. Then there's Nilo, there's Diwali, there is, what else? Christmas, right? All these. Now, which one is your favorite?
Teju.
Oh, okay, you like Techu. Why do you like Techu? You just like it. No reason? You don't have to have a reason. It's okay. So no reason, right? Okay, fine. Next question. What would your dad do if you hit someone?
Scold.
Okay, how would he scold you? I want to know what scolding means to you. How would he scold you?
Just telling do not be bad.
Okay, all right. Anything else he will say?
This much.
Okay, all right. I think that isn't scolding. Scolding would be someone shouting. I think that, to me, that sounds like yelling and scolding, okay? But I think what your dad is saying to you is not scolding, but giving you advice. Next question. Do you know the name of the fourth king of Bhutan?
Phuntsho.
All right. The last question. Do you know where he was born? The fourth king.
Tshering Palace.
All right. You've answered all the 10 questions. And I asked you 2 questions about the fourth king because this year, 2015, on November 11th, our fourth king turns 60 years old, okay? So it's his big birthday, which is why we've been celebrating it starting November 11, 2014. And this whole year will be a celebration up until November 11, 2015. So, do you have any message for the king, the fourth king?
Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
Great. Now that you've answered all the 10 questions, we're going to take a look at your upper score. Do you supervise your child's homework?
Yes,
Yes.
Where does your child normally do her homework?
in the living room
Living room.
Does your child have a regular bedtime?
before 9.
8.
Does she get any pocket money?
We don't have any specific amount kept for kids.
As I need it.
What is her favorite subject?
DZONGKHA,
Science and maths.
How often do you visit your child's teacher?
on a regular basis.
Yes.
What is your child's favorite festival?
Seju,
Techu.
What will you do if your child hits someone?
you should not be getting physical.
Do not be bad.
Do you think your daughter would know the name of the fourth king of Bhutan?
I'm sure.
Phuntsho.
Do you think your daughter would know where the fourth king of Bhutan was born?
Probably not.
Tshering Palace.
I have the score with me now. And before I give out the score, what do you think? How did you do, La?
Except for those our best subjects, I think.
That went upside down.
Yeah, totally.
All right. You also weren't able to answer the last question correctly. You thought she might not know where the fourth king was born.
Yeah,
But
yes.
surprisingly, and it was a pleasant surprise for your
Yes, it
father, I
was.
guess.
It was.
You knew. So that's really good, okay? So, with 2 questions not answered correctly, your dad's score is 8 out of 10. Are you happy? Yes, 8 is a big, good score, right? Out of 10, which is really good. All right, congratulations for
Thank
that
you.
score. Now let's move to our segment where we just do the commitment. We'll start with the father and then we'll go to you. This is a segment where maybe you could reflect on these and see where you didn't do well, and then take a vow to make a change as a father to improve in the role that you are playing to her right now as a father.
With the birthplace of our fourth king,
Yeah.
it struck me not to underestimate your kids. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you think that kids don't know anything, but they
Yeah.
turn out to be knowing
Oh yeah.
in fact, everything.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So it's a huge surprise for me.
Okay, I really like that. To not underestimate the child. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a really good commitment. Now, for you, my dear, I have in this fishbowl with no fish, but we have 3 commitments from your father's side towards for you. Okay, your dad thinks you might want to change one of these. Okay, just one. You don't have to pick all of it. So just get one of it. And doing homework, okay? So this is your commitment. Do you not do your homework?
I do.
Okay, you always do? That's really good. So maybe doing it neatly, doing it on time, doing it regularly. Tupka. Because homework is the best way to revise or to recollect what we did in class. Tup? So do your homeworks regularly and on time and neatly. Okay, don't just scribble and do that. Tupkush? All right. So do you think you can do that?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now let's go on to our next, my favorite segment, which is With Love, which is where we read the letters. So we'll start with the father.
Dear sweetheart, I'm excited to let you know that your wish to participate in a program called Do You Know Your Child on BVS2 has come true. I have received a call from BVS2 asking for our confirmation to take part in the program. Since I know how much you love to be on our national TV, I could not deny the BVS2 invitation for the program which is today. Darling, since this program is a kind of a test on finding out as to how well both the parent and child really know each other, I hope you must be excited as I am to know how well both of us know each other, and our participation in this program is going to be a big surprise for your mom when she comes back from her official tour. Please reply my letter mentioning about your feelings on participating in this program. All the best for the program. Yours always loving Daddy, Ugintinle.
All right. Now, your letter, my dear.
Dear Daddy, as you know how excited I am to participate in this program with Daddy on the national television. Daddy, I love you so much as always, and also for making my dream come true. I will try my best to connect with Daddy's feelings, and I hope Daddy will always do the same with me. You are so kind and helpful to me. Jimmy Uzetile and Mommy, and we all love you very much. Your loving daughter, Chhoden.
Aww. Okay, so you already, this is your reply to your Alpa's letter. I'm really glad you got to come to the show eventually. And did you enjoy?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And I'm really glad your father decided to come with you and make your dream come true, right? So it's these little things that you have to be grateful and thankful for in the future. Amen? I have some really interesting books here for you. I want you to read this book, okay? It's about our fourth king, okay? And the great many things that he did for the country before the fifth king, okay? So this, and of course the very popular watch we have here.
Thank you.
I want you to know that I'm very grateful that you came to the show, and you should be also grateful to your dad for bringing you here, right? Because I know there are lots and lots of children out there who want to come to the show, but unfortunately their parents are camera shy or they don't want to be on TV, so they can't come. And when the parents can't come, we can't just have the children here, right? So let's say if your dad says, no, I'm not going to do you know your child, you go alone. Do you think you can come here alone? No, right? And even if you do come here alone, how will I do the questions? Right? I can only ask you. I can't check if your father would know about you. So you are very lucky to have a father like him who decided to come here for you. And I want to thank you for, yes, definitely making a dream come true, but also being able to come to the show and be a part of Do You Know Your Child.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. It's hard to pay attention when you are rushing to pick up food for dinner and get home. But if you aren't really listening, two things happen. You miss an opportunity to learn about and teach your child, and she learns that you don't really listen to them. Come back next week, and if you'd like to be a part of this show, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, please email us at parenting@bbs.bt. Thank you, and bye-bye.